Thank you. It's great to be here in New York City. And welcome to everyone joining us from London. Wish I could have a pint of London pride after this. I'm so happy that you are with us today. As you all know, it has been a challenging year for Samsung. A year filled with valuable lessons, hard decisions, and important new beginnings. And today, we are here to celebrate a new milestone. Not just the launch of a great device, but the beginning of a new way to experience the world. A world where boxes no longer define us, and barriers that once stood in the way have been removed. From the first mobile phone back in the old days, which I'm too young to remember, frankly speaking, to car phones, flip phones, and smartphones, this industry has consistently pushed the boundaries of what is possible. Capabilities that people only dreamed about are features we now take for granted. Today, you can capture every moment, share every memory, and travel every city. From a device small enough to fit in your hand, but big enough to contain everything you need for your life at work and at home. And what seems exceptional today will become essential tomorrow. This is how we drive progress at Samsung. It has been our mission since we built our first cell phone in 1988. We have focused on unlocking value to create new possibilities ever since. But to succeed, we must continue to create products that you love. Smartphones that are beautiful to look at and comfortable to hold. Devices that do everything you expect and surprise you by connecting you to experiences you never thought possible. We know it also takes products that you trust. This is why our most important commitment is to quality, safety, and craftsmanship, all driven by a passion for a constant improvement. This commitment is the foundation for every step we take. We are honored that millions of people around the world trust Samsung Galaxy phones to organize their lives, save their memories, and manage their work. Today, we are proud to mark the beginning of a new era of smartphone design. An era without edges or limits. An era with your phone at the center, connecting to powerful capabilities, services, and devices. Today, when most people think mobile, they think cell phones. We think this view is too narrow. Around the globe, people are inspired by the promise of a connected world. But there are too many barriers, too many steps, The promise of a connected world is experiences that are personal, intuitive, and secure. Experiences that embrace everything that is important to you across all your devices and services. Today, I'm excited to show you a new phone that extends our heritage of great innovation and stunning design. We will introduce an infinity display that sets a new standard for immersive experiences. A camera that takes sharp pictures even in low light, and defense-grade security with the fingerprint, iris, and a new facial recognition feature, all with a fast, powerful performance and low power consumption. But this is just a start. We see the phone as a gateway that will take you beyond the boundaries of today's experiences and unlock the full potential of your imagination. Today, we will also show you new services that hint at what lies ahead as we continue our journey to defy barriers. Bixby, our new interface, will provide you with more and more personalized help, visual search, and intuitive control of all your devices, software, and services. We will show you how your device can be more than a phone, connecting you to a world of VR experiences through the new Geos 360. New services and solutions then make your phone the gateway to smart devices in your home and powerful tools at work. Many of these have been enhanced thanks to our special relationship with Google. We have worked with Google on strategic projects for many years to provide an integrated experience for consumers. From industry-leading security to the software stack, and from services and solutions to content for a new optimized screen ratio, Google has been by our side the entire time. You see, every device we deliver, every service we offer, every experience we create comes from our commitment to provide meaningful progress through innovation that unlocks new value and creates new possibilities. But the journey is not ours alone. It's your journey too. We never could have gotten here without you. Feedback, loyalty, and support from thousands of partners and millions of customers drives our progress. The Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus are inspired by your dreams of a world where you are always connected to the people you care about and the experiences you love. We started from a deep understanding of how you use a phone today and a clear sense of what you wish your phone could do. Today, it is my great pleasure to unveil a phone that will take you beyond the limits of what you have known before and bring you closer to the things you love. It is a new era of smartphone design, the beginning of a fantastic new services, and the gateway to a galaxy of possibilities. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your phone unboxed. Thank you. I give you the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus. More photos? Thank you. Now, please welcome Justin Dennison, my colleague at Samsung Electronics America. He will share more details about how the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus will extend your mobile experience. Thank you.
Thank you, DJ. Today marks a new beginning for Samsung, for our customers, and for the entire mobile industry. The Galaxy S8 will fundamentally change how you use your phone by giving you more screen in a completely new form factor, by introducing intelligence that makes all of your interactions simple and seamless, and by fulfilling the promise of a connected ecosystem of devices, products, and services. Back when the first mobile phones came out, just making a call from outside the house, I mean, that was huge, right? No, literally, that phone was enormous. With the flip phone, we could finally break free from our homes and offices with a device that fit inside our pockets. But in the digital age, mobility wasn't enough. We wanted internet at our fingertips. And then we got it with the touchscreen smartphone. And then time just stopped. Well, okay, it didn't really stop. Our lives, our expectations, our habits, they kept evolving, but not the fundamental design of our phones. Today, our phones aren't just music players or web browsers, they're portals to the most important places, people, and passions in our lives. And yet they have the same screens they had 10 years ago, boxed in on all sides. Until now, the Galaxy S8 isn't just a new smartphone. Art and science, design and technology. And it's my pleasure to introduce an innovation that will change the way you see your smartphone and everything on it. The Infinity Display. Thank you. Thank you. It's gorgeous. The Infinity Display has an incredible end-to-end screen that spills over the phone sides, forming a completely smooth, continuous surface. The entire front of the phone is pure, pristine glass, which flows seamlessly into the aluminum shell. Where there were boundaries, we pushed past them. Where there were barriers, we removed them, giving you a higher screen-to-body ratio than ever before. The endless curves of the device meld into one another, so you can barely tell where the screen ends and the frame begins. The result is a beautifully curved, perfectly symmetrical object. To create the Infinity Display, we took a 5.8-inch piece of glass, 6.2 inches for the Galaxy S8 Plus, and we rounded the corners and curved the edges. Even with more screen, the phone feels small and comfortable in your hand. Now you see, the conventional wisdom was that having a big screen meant having a, big device. But with curved edges, we realized that we could increase the size of the display without sacrificing that comfortable grip. But just bending the screen isn't enough if it's still boxed in by bezels. I mean, seriously, when was the last time that you actually admired your phone's bezels? I mean, in the past, they've been required for the internal wiring and some of the components of the phone. But we innovated to give users the screens they actually wanted. And our solution came from within. We reorganized the phone's interior and made each individual component smaller. That way we could stretch the usable surface of the phone over basically the entire front of the device. Where there used to be bezels, now there's only screen. In other words, we've redesigned the smartphone from the inside out to unbox the screen and unleash its infinite potential. The Galaxy S8 bridges the gap between movie and TV resolutions with an extra 500,000 pixels and the largest display for a smartphone of its size. As for how to use all that extra space, well, that's up to you. More screen means more freedom to multitask, so you can watch a video while texting about it with your friends. It also means less time scrolling when you're reading an article or checking your Facebook feed. Best of all, entertainment is more immersive than ever. With the Galaxy S8, you can stream content from providers like Netflix and YouTube on a screen that literally draws you inside the action. And the Infinity display isn't just bigger, it's actually richer and more vibrant. In fact, the Galaxy S8 is the first mobile device to earn a mobile HDR premium certification from the UHD Alliance. That means when you watch your, That means when you watch your favorite show, you'll see exactly the same vivid colors and contrasts that the director has imagined. We've teamed up with Amazon Prime Video and others to bring you HDR content to mobile, so you can stream movies and shows like Amazon's award-winning original series in its original, crisp, realistic colors right from your phone. And with the Galaxy S8, there's also a new Clearview standing cover, so you can keep your phone propped up while you watch. Now, some of you might be wondering, what happened to the home button? Well, it's still there, but to give you more screen, we moved the home button beneath the Infinity display. And with a combination of hardware and software, we make sure it responds to pressure just like a physical button would. We also took the design of the Infinity display and created a new visual language to match. From app icons to typography, the look and feel of the Galaxy S8 software incorporates the same design principles as the Infinity display, using smooth, continuous curves and play of light and line to create depth and dimension. As soon as you unlock your phone, you'll notice a natural, seamless flow from the always-on display to the home screen. The Galaxy S8 brings together design, technology, and user experience in a device that looks and feels like none other. And you can make it your own by choosing from one of 5 stunning colors. With a new form factor and a new interface, the Galaxy S8 gives users even better access to the core features they know and love, like our cameras, of course. Our cameras have been designed to capture your favorite moments clearly and quickly. And when we introduced the award-winning Galaxy S7 camera, we raised the bar for taking photos in low light with the first ever dual-pixel sensor on a mobile device. We've taken that same revolutionary technology and incorporated it into the Galaxy S8. And we've gone even further. I mean, haven't you ever wished that you could take multiple photos of the same moment and then combine the best attributes of those photos to create the perfect shot? Well, that's what multi-frame image processing does. It uses multiple images to reduce noise and boost brightness when you need it most. With the Galaxy S8, multi-frame processing will be active in all sorts of conditions, so you'll never miss that perfect shot. These days, the way we capture and share moments has, fundamentally changed, right? In fact, it's literally done a 180. We take millions of selfies every day, let's just admit it. Many of us will take more than 25,000 in our lifetimes. I know this personally because my 12-year-old daughter is clearly on pace for twice that. That's why we made our front-facing camera even better. It now has an 8-megapixel sensor, an autofocus that detects your face, so you can get fast, clear, focused shots from the front. Now, whether we're watching, creating, or sharing content, we want to be able to do that anywhere, right? So we became one of the first manufacturers to make our devices water and dust resistant. Fast forward to today, and you can use your Galaxy S8 inside and outside in real life environments without worrying that a rainstorm will ruin your day or your phone. Now, of course, to power an amazing phone, you need the best possible processor and battery, right? That's why we created a new 10 nanometer smartphone processor for the Galaxy S8. Yeah. It's incredibly powerful. Now, why does 10 nanometers matter? Well, just to give you some perspective, that means that 10,000 of our transistors can fit on the width of a human hair. And as transistors get smaller, we can pack more processing power into the same space. The result is a mobile processor that's faster and more powerful than any other we've ever made, ushering a new standard for the smartphone. It's also our most efficient processor, consuming less energy and saving your battery. Of course, when you do need to recharge, we've always believed it should be easy and convenient, of course. We pioneered fast and wireless charging, to remove the burdens of traditional charging, giving you new ways to power up your device. For example, our newest wireless charging pad gives you more options, letting you lay your phone flat or prop it up so you can see the screen. We are committed to innovation, from hardware to software, from core features to accessories that make your life easier. We're also committed to innovation in quality and safety. We put the Galaxy S8 through our toughest safety testing process ever, with an 8-point battery safety check that goes beyond the industry standard. Because quality and safety is and remains our top priority. Our commitment to safety extends to security too. For years, in order to protect your most valuable information, we had to create these long, complex passwords. But that's not enough. For each site, you have to create a different long and complex password. Oh, but that's not enough either. Now you have to change these passwords every 3 months. So at Samsung, we saw an opportunity to make users' lives safer and easier through biometric authentication. Now, instead of typing a password, you are the password. It's the perfect combination of security and convenience. One of the most exciting examples, emphasis on options. That's what we mean when we say the Galaxy S8 breaks down barriers. It lets you use your phone anywhere you like, in any way you like, from a cinematic screen that still fits in one hand to security for every possible situation. The Galaxy S8 upends our basic assumptions about what a smartphone is and what it can do. We've always believed your phone should be more than a standalone device. That's why our smartphones have always been the center of a connected ecosystem, a network of devices and services that work together seamlessly. Our mobile devices unlock the potential of the smartphone, giving users a more connected, more convenient smartphone experience. An example of this is Samsung Pay, which turns your phone into a digital wallet that you can use virtually anywhere you'd use a credit or debit card. Consumers around the world have used Samsung Pay for about 250 million transactions to date. That's billion with a B. And that number is just going to keep growing. We've also partnered with more than 870 banks globally. In addition to the in-store coverage, we're expanding into online payments through strategic partnerships with companies like Visa Checkout. And remember when we talked about those annoying passwords? Well, let me tell you about an application that I use literally every day. We're expanding coverage for Samsung Pass, which makes logging into apps and websites easier than ever with iris and fingerprint scanning. And we're working with leading partners such as Bank of America, US Bank, MasterCard, and Visa, and others to integrate Samsung Pass into more financial services in the US, Europe, and Asia. So, whether you need secure access to your financial information or a quick way to log into your favorite sites, Samsung Pass helps you balance security and convenience. And soon, you'll be able to use Samsung Pass in more services beyond finance. With Samsung Pass, you can take charge of your virtual life. But the S8 also lets you take charge of your actual life or your well-being with Samsung Health. You can already use your Galaxy device and Samsung Health to track your fitness goals like calories burned or steps taken. And with the Galaxy S8, we're putting even more control in the hands of our users. We've partnered with leading online providers like American Well in the US to bring you our new Ask an Expert feature. With it, you can connect with a doctor online within minutes at a time that works for you. Ask an Expert is available in Korea and China and will be available in the US at launch, with service varying by location. And we'll continue expanding to more users in the coming months. A decade ago, the idea that your phone could help you check out at a cash register or connect you with a doctor, that would have sounded pretty far-fetched, right? Incredible advances in technology have helped our phones evolve into devices they are today. And yet, as smartphones acquire more and more functionality, we have to really make sure that they do simplify our lives. That's one of the fundamental paradoxes of innovation. How do you add capability without taking away usability? To answer that question, we're introducing an entirely new way to interact with your phone. And now, to tell you more about it, please welcome to the stage Sriram Dodla.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be here. I never imagined 20 years ago when I graduated from high school on this very stage that I'd be back here to tell you about Samsung's vision for the future of mobile interaction. How many dozens of apps are on your phone right now? How many interfaces do you deal with every single day? How many layers of menus, how many taps and swipes to get to what you need? With every advance in technology, our lives get more richer and more connected. But our phones are getting more cluttered and complicated. We end up adapting to our phones when our phones should be adapting to us. It doesn't have to be that way. Technology should make your life easier, and intelligence is a key part of that. See, we actually have a different view of intelligence than most other companies. We see it as a deep, integrated experience. We see it as a tool, not just for finding things out, but for getting things done. And we see it as a vehicle for a new type of interface that learns, evolves, and adapts to you. I could not be more excited to share with you an innovation that will completely change the way you use your mobile phone. Everyone, meet Bixby. It's a new intelligent interface that reimagines the mobile user experience. When we use touch on our phones today, even the simplest tasks can take a lot of steps. And that's where voice technology comes in. It's supposed to make everyday interactions easier. But right now, voice is an isolated feature that doesn't really understand what's happening on the screen. Bixby understands context. It knows what's happening on your screen, which allows you to seamlessly move between voice and touch. Let me show you what I mean. Let's say my friend Cindy is meeting me for lunch and I have to tell her my location. All I have to do is open up Maps, press the convenient Bixby button on the side of the phone and say, capture this and send to Cindy. Bixby understands when I say capture this. That's context awareness. Now let's say I have multiple Cindys in my phone. Well, Bixby is smart enough to know when it needs more information, and it will let me choose which one I need. Then I can finish up with touch by selecting the right person, typing in the message, and sending it off. The whole time, I move seamlessly between voice and touch. Beyond voice, Bixby's intelligence is embedded deep into the camera. So much of the information we see every day is visual. We see images, signs, products we're curious about, but we have to translate that into something our phones can understand. With Bixby, we've built intelligence into the camera, so it understands what we're seeing. And thanks to our partners, you can search for images, learn about landmarks, shop online, and even translate languages. Now, whenever I come back to New York, I love looking for new restaurants to eat at. So this past weekend, I was roaming around some old neighborhoods, and I came across the Flatiron Building. I pulled out my camera, and Bixby recognized it, but it also gave me some great options for dining nearby. It was great. Let's take another example. Shopping, online shopping. If you see something you want to buy, just point the camera at it, and Bixby will find it from one of our partners. With voice and vision, Bixby helps you get things done in an easy, intuitive way. But Bixby also learns and adapts to your routine to anticipate what you need. When you swipe to the right on the home screen, Bixby takes you to a contextual, personalized page that shows you the information you use from the apps you'd use in one convenient place. You'll see a series of cards for native apps like email and gallery, and third-party apps like Facebook and Uber. And Bixby will organize these cards based on where you are and what time it is. In the morning, you might see news and weather. And at night, your alarm and step count. And the more you use it, the more it learns. So let's say I take Uber most days to work in the morning. Bixby will start placing the Uber cart at the very top of the stack. You can also use Bixby to create reminders that show up at a certain time and place. For example, I've been trying to plan a vacation with my family to Thailand for a long time. And let's say I run across an article at work and I don't have a time to read it because I'm getting ready for Unpacked. I can have Bixby set up a reminder for me to read it when I get home. And the moment I walk through the door, the reminder pops up. Bixby will support native apps and third-party apps like Google Play Music. Just think, for example, you might be able to play any song from Google's catalog using just your voice, or access your music library with a swipe to the right, or even set a reminder for when a new album drops. That's Bixby. It's an intelligent interface that combines voice and touch, images and information, your location and habits to make your life easier. Now let's talk about some other ways that Samsung helps you in your life. Samsung has been committed to the Internet of Things from the very beginning. And the promise of IoT is that a connected ecosystem of devices work better together. And yet, it hasn't exactly turned out like that. Even with smart devices, things can get complicated, and you end up bouncing between multiple apps. So with the Galaxy S8, we're fulfilling the original promise of IoT, giving you access to Samsung and SmartThings devices through a single app. It's called Samsung Connect. When you open it, you'll see a dashboard of every single connected device in your home. But the real power of the app is that you can monitor and control your devices from miles away. I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but I find myself in a grocery store all the time without a shopping list, right? So I have no idea what's at home. So instead of pacing around and wondering what's in my Family Hub fridge, I can use Samsung Connect to check inside. And then when I get home, I know that I have everything I need for that Kung Pao chicken. And I make a great Kung Pao chicken, by the way. Ultimately, our vision is for Bixby to use Samsung Connect to control all of the connected devices in your home with your voice. Now, even with all of these smart connected devices, sometimes even basic connectivity can be a problem. And that's why we're introducing Samsung Connect Home. It's a premium router and IoT hub in one. It provides mesh-based Wi-Fi to boost your connectivity at home. And it lets you control Samsung and SmartThings appliances to enhance your IoT options. As you can see, we've reimagined not just how you interact with your phone, but with an entire ecosystem of smart devices, turning your phone into a universal remote for your life. Bixby delivers intelligence in a practical, meaningful way. Connect brings a powerful ecosystem to life with a single app. And our vision is to bring intelligence and IoT together to make your life easier and better. Now, as much as you love hearing me talk about the Galaxy S8, I'm sure you're wondering when you get to try it yourself. To tell you about our plans for launch, please welcome back Justin Dennison.
With Bixby and Samsung Connect, you don't have to choose between advanced features and a usable device. The Galaxy S8 gives you both, so you can do more than ever with fewer obstacles in your way. That's the power of this device. Not what it does, but what it lets you do. You can see more of your screen, create and share incredible content, use your phone as a wallet and an ID, and interact with it the way you want. We are thrilled to announce the Galaxy S8 will be available starting April 21st. Yes. We're so excited. We've been proud to collaborate with industry-leading partners to improve every aspect of the Galaxy experience. A month ago, we announced our partnership with Harman. And today, we're excited to show you one of the first examples of that collaboration. Every Galaxy S8 will come with a pair of top-of-the-line earbuds from AKG, also to be sold separately for $99. They're part of a suite of accessories created for Galaxy S8 users. From the infinity display to the camera, from Samsung Pass to Bixby, the Galaxy S8 unlocks your potential. But more than that, it powers an entire ecosystem of connected devices, from smart appliances that let you take control of your own personal world, to VR technology that transports you to worlds you've never imagined. And to talk to you more about how the S8 will give you access to incredible immersive experiences, please welcome to the stage, Suzanne Da Silva. Suzanne.
It's great to be at Unpacked. Not only do we get to show you some really cool products, we get to show you some really cool products that help you do, play, see, and share more than ever. The Samsung Galaxy begins with your phone, but it doesn't end there. As you heard, the Galaxy S8 turns your device into a digital wallet, a universal ID, and even a direct line to your doctor. It breaks down the physical and virtual barriers to empower you to do more. Take VR, for example. VR makes it possible to travel halfway around the world in an instant and feel like you're actually there. But what if you're also able to interact with menus, with content, and you can do it with 360 degrees of freedom? Well, that's why we created the motion sensing Bluetooth controller for the Gear VR. Thank you. Now, not only can you transport yourself to a virtual world and see things from every angle, you can also interact with your environment. Of course, immersive experiences aren't complete without equally immersive content. So, Soon, you'll be able to step inside Paramount Pictures' Ghost in the Shell movie and get close to the intense action and amazing visuals, like Major's dive from the rooftop and her battle with robots. And our partners at Oculus are developing games that let you use our new motion controller to build complex machines, explore new worlds, or battle in space. VR is not just about movies and games. So, we've partnered with content creators like BuzzFeed and Now This, who have massive audiences across their social and digital platforms to bring you engaging, everyday content in 360. This summer, we're also putting Gear VR users in the middle of the action by live streaming the hottest events, including a UFC title match, a Live Nation concert, and the Summer X Games, all through our Samsung VR app. We believe you shouldn't be limited by expensive headsets or lack of access to great content. And we believe that everyone should have the opportunity to experience VR. Of course, making VR accessible to everyone is not just about making it easier to view and experience. It's also about making it easier to create and share your memories as well. And that is why last year we introduced the Gear 360. It's an affordable camera for creating your very own 360-degree photos and videos. The Gear 360 doesn't just show you the world, it shows you the world from all sides. Do you know those great Follow Me To photos? Have you ever wondered who's behind the camera? Well, now, with the Gear 360, wonder no more. This year, we're making the Gear 360 even better. Introducing the all-new Gear 360. It's more portable, with an enhanced grip that fits comfortably in your hand. It shoots in brilliant 4K, so you can capture memories in clear, high-quality 360-degree video. And now you can live broadcast your experiences in real time on Facebook, YouTube, or Samsung VR, essentially breaking down the barriers of time and distance. All right, let's see what's possible with 360 live streaming. We've been working with our partners at Great Destinations to put some amazing content together.
At Beautiful Destinations, our mission is to celebrate the beauty of the world and all of its amazing people, places, and experiences. We've been using the Gear 360 all around the world, and we couldn't be more excited about the new version as we push the boundaries in engaging, immersive content. For us, it's all about storytelling, and 360 adds a whole new dimension. With the new Gear 360, you can share live moments with your friends from anywhere around the world. Are you guys ready to create your own beautiful destinations? Over to you, Suzanne.
If you thought that was exciting, you're gonna love this. We've got a special surprise for everyone here in the audience today. Instead of just showing you the new Gear 360, we want you to be the very first people to try it out for yourselves. What do you think about that? All right. You're gonna see Samsung employees coming through the aisle, handing you your very own Gear 360. All right, once everyone has one, we're gonna travel the world together right from our seats. The auditorium is going to transform around us, and we're going to capture these incredible views together. Does everyone have one? Once you have one, put them up in the air. All right? All right. Good job. Everyone's got one. Great. Now, what I'd like you to do is locate the power button and hold it down for 2 seconds to turn it on. Perfect. You should see a green light. I'm seeing green lights. Lots of green lights. Great. All right. Now, get ready. Hold up your camera. Press the record button. We're going to capture this moment. Here we go. So, whether you're on vacation, you see some epic scenery, you want to capture the essence of that moment, all 360 degrees of it. There is no better way to do that than with the Gear 360. That was pretty cool, right? Thank you. What's even cooler is when you leave here today, you get to take that Gear 360 and the experience that you just recorded with you. And you can show the rest of the world how awesome it was to be here at Unpacked by posting that video to social media. Thank you. Soon, the new Gear 360 will launch globally, and everyone will be able to capture their very own stories. At Samsung, we believe that 360 is the future of storytelling, and everyday creators like you are the ones that tell the best stories. So, whether you're a visionary director, a viral YouTuber, or a Sunday hiker, we want you to be able to create and share in this new medium. Our philosophy is simple. You create 360, and we make the tools to help you do it. And speaking of incredible new tools that put the control in your hands, I want to introduce you to a new Samsung experience that bridges the gap between the desktop and mobile. Over the past few years, we've seen a transition from traditional computers to mobile devices. And yet, some things are just faster and easier when you've got a monitor, mouse, and keyboard, like when you need to edit a presentation. That's why we created Samsung DeX. It's a new productivity tool that lets you power a desktop experience right from your phone. Let me show you how it works with the help of my colleague, John Wong. Hey, John, are you ready to show off how awesome DeX is?
Hey, Suzanne, absolutely. Let's do this. Accessing Samsung DeX is super simple. It's literally plug and play. Or for my busy work life, more like plug and work. And check this out. When Samsung DeX launches, I can use face recognition to unlock my phone to get into my desktop experience. All I do here is click, look at my phone, and I'm in.
You can see John's home screen right there on the monitor. He's got multiple windows open side by side, and all his essential smartphone apps like Messages, Calendar, and Email. We're also working with Microsoft and other partners to optimize many more apps for Samsung DeX. John, why don't we finish up that presentation we were working on and show everyone how simple yet powerful this tool is?
You got it. So I'm just gonna pull up the presentation here. And let's edit a couple slides. So this slide looks a little busy. So let's move some content over to the other slide. I can do that by seamlessly selecting the content with my mouse. I can use a convenient keyboard shortcut like Control-X to cut it. Go to the other slide, Control-V to paste it. I can also use a keyboard and mouse to move it to the exact position that I want on the slide. That looks about good. I can also resize this image here so it fits better on the slide. Let's say right there looks good. I can also use a full external keyboard to edit the title. And now I can simply go Control-S to save the presentation. Now that the presentation's done, let me send that back to you, Suzanne. All I do is go to Email, go to your message, hit Reply. I'll navigate to my files where my presentation is. What's really cool is you can see I can drag the presentation and drop it into the email message as an attachment. Send it off, and we're done.
Wow. Amazing. Thanks, John. Keep in mind, everything you just saw was done using the Galaxy S8, thanks to its new powerful and efficient 10-nanometer processor. We've also customized the interface to run Android OS in a desktop experience. And because of Samsung Knox, our defense-grade security solution that's built right into the Galaxy S8, your sensitive data is protected when you use Samsung DeX. At its best, technological innovation gives us the tools to visit and create new worlds, to break down barriers and do what we never thought possible. That's why we built this ecosystem of connected devices and why we made it intuitive and accessible with the Galaxy S8. We are so proud of this device and incredibly excited for you to see and experience it for yourselves. But first, I'd like to welcome back to the stage DJ Ko.
For 30 years, we have been delivering meaningful progress through the mobile innovation. We believe progress comes from applying human insight to the hard work of solving problems and overcoming obstacles. We must be bold enough to step into the unknown and humble enough to learn from our mistakes. This is how new doors are opened, and the impossible becomes possible. Today, the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus offer a gateway to a new mobile life where the power of innovation, imagination, and inspiration will carry us beyond the old barriers and into a world of unlimited possibilities. Please enjoy the video featured for us, shows the progress we have made together. Thank you, everybody.